Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Burke.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies offense will have the first possession of the game. Here's their big tight end, Decker to grab. We got a duel in this game of two of the better tight ends in the country. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Williams. They're working that left side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams will pass. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They go to the ground. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Caught by Williams on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Huskies are flying down the field. They'll go back to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Making side adjustments here. Fourth down, Williams. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. The Ncaaa Lions offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man. Flying out to the left. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Washington wants to go quickly. He's got it on the right. Makes the catch and he's free. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Williams looking for a man. He's got his man. Oh, he got loose. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Quickly to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams. Intercepted, number 19. Got room on the return. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. We want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Trying to run, it's Hansen. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it in. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen, see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. On the move. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights, and now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Williams, looking left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Williams will pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds the tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pulls it in with one hand. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
How about that snag, man? Some people need 2 hands to catch the football. He just needs 1. Like, big-time play, catches the ball, and then doesn't fall down. After the catch, still wants to get more yards, get upfield, and create the explosive play. That was a fun play to watch.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Throwing, Williams. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It's Williams again. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Might be changing the route. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The run inside. It's Hansen. There's a crease. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
To the air, it's Beck. Got the quick pass. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons in Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over, obviously bringing Hansen at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be steady at quarterback, so whether it's Hansen, whether it's Peoples who comes over from Ohio State, I expect the ground game to be what Penn State fans are used to.
The screen, and watch out! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Might be calling a hot route. Williams on the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's Williams to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Williams to the air again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Williams looking for a man. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they're finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And he puts through the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make it.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. Listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ballgame. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe. They get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third goes high to pull it in. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's
hits the afterburners. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Williams makes the grab. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Fires to the tight end. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Williams. Under fire. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fourth down, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. That's caught. It's Washington. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Williams from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing, Williams. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Williams will pass. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The offense changing the play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
All they need is 1 yard, and they got touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Penn State sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Now on first down from the 28. The run inside. It's Hansen. Picks up the first down. There's some room.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback keeps it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in, the defense locked and loaded, understand what they're trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. It's all over but the shouting in this one. Top 12 teams in the country. This is the scoreboard, how things are going for those vying for a playoff spot. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hansen. Could not make his way to the corner.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Rushes on him. On target over the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Has it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Penn State with the response.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here. In the fourth quarter, you're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under...
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Here comes the heat. Still on his feet at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Williams. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Huskies will hustle to the line. Williams looking for a man. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Huskies. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The Huskies back on top.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Showing off the arms. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quarterback keep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Snags it, and there's running room. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get concerned. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Sticking with the run and the run-pass option, and in this situation, anything it takes to wrap up the victory. Now Washington uses this third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the